Once upon a bamboo-filled valley, nestled amidst towering mountains, lived a little panda named Kiko. Kiko was a curious and adventurous panda who wore a gray jacket with a hood that protected him from the rain. He loved exploring the lush forests and climbing trees, but there was something missing in his heart. He had never known his mother. Kiko had been raised by a kind-hearted panda named Mei-Li, who had found him as a tiny cub, lost and alone. Mei-Li cared for Kiko with all her love, but as he grew older, he couldn't help but wonder about his true mother and where she might be. It was a question that lingered in his mind each time he gazed up at the stars. One evening, as the rain poured down, Kiko sat under the shelter of a tall bamboo tree, feeling a bit sad. Mei-Li noticed his melancholy and gently asked him what was troubling him. With tears in his eyes, Kiko expressed his desire to find his birth mother and learn about his origins. Understanding the importance of this quest, Mei-Li gave Kiko her blessing and some bamboo shoots for his journey. She knew it was time for him to explore beyond their valley and search for the answers he sought. As the rain ceased, Kiko hugged Mei-Li tightly and set out on a quest to find his mother. Armed with his trusty gray jacket with a hood, Kiko began his adventure. He traveled through dense forests, crossed babbling brooks, and climbed steep mountains, always keeping an eye out for any signs of his mother. Along the way, he made new friends like Chompers, the rabbit, and Squeaky, the red panda, who offered him guidance and support. As Kiko ventured deeper into the unknown, he encountered challenges that tested his determination. There were times when he felt like giving up, but the memories of Mei-Li's love and encouragement fueled his courage to carry on. One day, after many days of travel, Kiko reached the peak of a tall mountain. Exhausted and shivering from the cold, he found a cave to take shelter in. To his surprise, there he saw a familiar face, a panda with kind eyes, who looked remarkably like him. It was his mother. With joy and tears in his eyes, Kiko rushed forward and embraced his mother tightly. She welcomed him with open arms, tears of happiness streaming down her face. She had searched for him far and wide after losing him as a cub and had never given up hope of finding him again. Kiko spent days with his mother, learning about his past and sharing stories of his adventures with Mei-Li and his friends. It felt like a dream come true to finally be with his birth mother and be surrounded by the love of both her and Mei-Li. His mother taught him about the ancient traditions of their panda clan, how to climb the tallest trees, and the art of bamboo feasts. They laughed and played together, and Kiko felt a sense of belonging he had never known before. He even discovered that he had a panda sibling, a playful and mischievous younger sister named Ling. But as time passed, Kiko realized that he couldn't stay forever. He knew he had to return to Mei-Li, the panda who had raised him with love and care. With a heavy heart, Kiko bid farewell to his mother, promising to visit her and Ling again soon. The journey back was long and bittersweet. Kiko's heart was filled with gratitude for the time he spent with his mother, but he also longed to be back home with Mei-Li. When he reached the valley, he was welcomed with warm hugs and open arms by Mei-Li, who had been eagerly awaiting his return. From that day forward, Kiko knew that he had two mothers, one who had given him life and another who had nurtured him with love. He wore his gray jacket with a hood proudly, knowing it had protected him from the rain and guided him through his quest to find his mother. And so, Kiko continued his life in the bamboo-filled valley, cherishing the love of both Mei-Li and his birth mother. His adventures may have taken him far and wide, but the warmth of his two mothers' love would always be his guiding light. And every now and then, he would look up at the stars, feeling grateful for the journey that had brought him to the place he now called home. With the knowledge and experiences gained from his travels, Kiko became an even more adventurous panda. He shared his tales with the other pandas in the valley, inspiring them to dream big and explore beyond their familiar surroundings. His stories were passed down from generation to generation, becoming part of the valley's folklore. Kiko and Mei-Li's bond grew stronger as they spent more time together, and Kiko appreciated her love and care even more. He knew that he was fortunate to have two mothers who loved him dearly, and that family was not only about blood, but also about the love and support they shared. Over the years, Kiko continued to visit his birth mother and Ling whenever he could. They cherished their time together, creating new memories and strengthening the ties that bound them as a family. Kiko felt blessed to have two homes, one with Mei-Li in the bamboo-filled valley and another with his birth family in the mountains. As Kiko's fame spread across the valley, other animals from distant lands began visiting to hear his stories and seek his wisdom. Kiko became a respected elder, known for his compassion, bravery, and the wisdom he imparted to those who sought his guidance. But amidst all the fame and admiration, Kiko always remained humble and true to himself. He never forgot the journey that had brought him to where he was, and he continued to wear his gray jacket with a hood, a reminder of the quest that had shaped his life. And so, the little panda who once set out to find his mother became a legend in the valley, known as the Wise Wanderer. His story spread far and wide, inspiring not only pandas but creatures of all kinds to follow their hearts, embrace their unique journeys, and discover the love that was waiting for them in unexpected places. And even now, when the rain falls gently on the bamboo-filled valley, the memory of Kiko's adventurous spirit lives on, carried through the ages in the stories shared under the stars. For in his quest for love and belonging, Kiko had found not only his mother but also the true essence of family and the enduring power of love that bound them all together. Sweet dreams, everyone. Until next time.